former advisor there, Rina Shah. Rina, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. You heard Sarah Azari's argument there, and it's hard to argue with it in terms of legalities. Yeah, you got to let the investigation play out. You can't do it in the court of public opinion. We get it. That's what defense attorneys say. But what is your take on these allegations and the timing and what it speaks to you about in terms of the culture?
Hi, Chris. Good to see you. I've been vocal about real change like this because I've lived this culture for nearly 2 decades on Capitol Hill. I started off in a junior role and got to the highest senior-most staff roles in 2 personal offices of Republican members of Congress. And I can tell you just flat out, no, no, no. Eric Swalwell's attorney tonight is not representing him well. She is painting this as some kind of partisan takedown and as people who do not want due process. This is not a partisan takedown. Women with no political ties and deep insiders alike are describing the same experiences here. And I personally here am speaking from pattern recognition, not from the place of believe all women. But you asked me about what I think about Swalwell. And I think what no one is really saying here is that Eric Swalwell is a sex addict. He knew what he was doing, but he didn't care. He became a party darling very early. I remember his predecessor, former Congressman Stark. So I was there a long time, and I watched it all. And many of us have long known about his extramarital endeavors and the unsolicited nudes. But what happened is that it crossed a much darker line when a former staffer alleged that he raped her while she was too intoxicated to consent. So let's get this clear. When a member propositions or gets sexually involved with a subordinate, like a staffer or an intern, that is a clear Title VII violation, illegal workplace harassment, because the power dynamic is completely skewed. Your livelihood depends on that boss, and people are not realizing that back when I was there, at least, and I don't think it's changed, many of these personal offices, the vast majority, have something called at-will employment. If something happens, you're getting booted, not the member of Congress.
I understand, and I get your perspective on it. The question becomes, you said changing culture. How? I mean, you know, you and I have talked about this a lot on TV and off, that, yeah, you get the bold-faced name, you get Swalwell, he's out. But what really changes? And, you know, we never do those stories. We never follow up. Are things different at Fox? Are they different at NBC? Are they different at whatever the company was where the person got taken down? What do you think needs to change?
Well, first, let me just say the same hedonistic pattern here has happened with others. We're seeing Congressman Corey Mills, Congressman Gonzalez, again, who's just resigned today. These men have faced serious allegations of sexual misconduct and dating violence, in Corey Mills's case, plus a House Ethics investigation. It's like the House Ethics Committee doesn't matter anymore. So I think what we need to do is change public sentiment on this. This behavior on the taxpayers' dime and time makes members vulnerable to blackmail, domestic or foreign. We need to talk about that more. It's a national security risk. And so when evidence piles up, they should resign. This has no place in public service. But you're wondering why it persists. And here's why it keeps happening. Congressional offices are insanely busy and they're very dynamic. If you hear something that feels wrong, it often becomes something like, well, if it wasn't a crime, what can I do? Groping and womanizing has become normalized. And that's not just sad, it's wrong. A woman should be able to speak up without fearing for her job. And because at will employment there on Capitol Hill is at will and directly tied to the member, and you're going to be gone first, most women are staying quiet. But the strength in numbers of this moment is why I think we saw Swalwell drop so quickly, Gonzalez drop so quickly. Gonzalez faced some pressure internally from his party, but I think in general now you're going to see a whole new crop of women say, we're not going to just mind our business and try to get the work done. Look, Chris, I've been in my own situations when I was young, and I don't want to speak of them here, but I should not have had to navigate my way out of them. No one should. But that was the culture at the time. Now, technology is making sure that these men can be caught on audio and video, and when these women come together and they feel that strength in numbers, they're not going to feel like they are going to pay the price for speaking up.
Rina, I appreciate your perspective. Thank you for coming on about it.
Sure thing. Thanks.